Welcome back to another episode at Canadian Gundam, the Gundam show. Actually, Canadian Gundam, the legit shop. I'm a ton of issues. Where do I begin? You guys want to call? I can definitely answer your call. We'll talk about this in a few days after this gets fixed. Me and water don't mix, and that's a good story. I'll hopefully record it in a day or two. But, so me answering the phone is not going to work. So if you need to get a hold of me, hopefully try emailing or keep trying to call. I have kind of like a temporary phone, but it's not really working great. But anyways, so back to the point. There is a scam going on. It's so my website or Canadian Gundam has been used in a few scams. Loot boxes was the most recent one that I can remember, where it was advertising. They were actually using my videos to advertise it and saying, "Oh, order here a loot box, you'll get like a perfect grade for $20 or something like that." And I think a few people fell for it. But whenever you see something, always, even today or even now, there are some people that think the real Canadian Gundam is a scam. So they'll order like a small thing, like a panel line marker and something, and then you could tell people are testing the website with what they order and paying $10 shipping and ordering one marker first order. So yeah, but anyways, so let me take you over to computer, and it's weird. We'll get into it. So here's the website, model-onsale.com. If you can't tell, they're using my logo and a lot of the write-up that I've been using. So this is the website. Free shipping over on orders $25, which is crazy. So everything is in stock, unlimited supplies. I love the perfect grade page here. So instead of 280, you got 95. It's on sale. It's in stock. We don't even have it. I wish we had this kind of inventory. But so they're running a little scam here. The funny thing is that I found an email saying that someone's using it. It looked like a scam already, but I'm like, okay. I had incognito mode open, and I try to make sure that I wasn't going to get hit by anything. And it was weird. Someone's like, I'm not going to show you the email, but it's something like, hey, they're using your site. A flag is, I don't know, it was kind of like broken English as well. So I looked up, they had a first and last name. I looked up to see if they've ever ordered from us. And also the email, never communicated, first communication. And it was just really weird. So I'm not sure what the scam. So there could be a few scams going here. One, they're going to try and get me to communicate with them and say, and then say, well, for $5,000, $10,000, whatever they might be, we'll take it down, or pay us in Bitcoin or something like that. The second scam is that, actually, before we say more about that, so I clicked on the Contact Us page, and there is actually an address in the United States, in New Mexico. There's the email. I Googled that, and basically it's a scam. They actually have hours, so that's kind of weird. So I looked up the 10. I guess the 10 doesn't exist. 9 exists, and 9 is a house with a lot of land, it seems like. So yeah, that's what I found so far. And then the funny part about us. So Canadian Gundam shop is a family-owned, handmade leather studio dedicated to the handcrafting of each and every blah, 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 blah. We create leather and canvas briefcases, messenger bags, travel bags, backpacks, totes, blah, blah, blah. So, and then there's another email address right here. So I thought, so what you can do is you can always right click on here, open in a new tab, and it doesn't exist. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. I've kind of scoured. So it looks like, so the other scam, so they might be trying to scam us. Whoops. That was a problem with an order, but I think we're going to get it fixed. What was I going to say? What could be happening? So I think that's the primary scam. The other scam is that the checkout system They do this with like Magic the Gathering. They just like really cheap items that everybody wants. How do you check out here? Oh, never create an account, because what they do is they take a lot of people use their passwords and email addresses the same across the board. Never do that. I have a password tier system where it gets insanely difficult. So for like websites like this, you know, with passwords I don't care, then, you know, but anyways, don't use the same password across the board. And try to make it complicated, your password. But anyways, so what they do is they'll get your password and email address that you put in, and then try and your email and password and see if they can get into your account, and then slowly try and take your try and eventually get to a bank or a PayPal or something like that. So you need to be very careful with that. Or you do the checkout and it actually sometimes it will charge your credit card, sometimes it won't. So error, but they have your credit card information. So say for instance, this is like a PSA, I think that's how you call it. So let's say we want to buy one of these awesome perfect grades for $100. This doesn't even tell you if it's Canadian or American. It's just so buy now. All right, let it load here for a second. All right, and you get free shipping. This looks all pretty legit, like from, what's that place called? Shopify? But anyways, so you enter your credit card information here. Sometimes the payment will say, "Oh, something errored," and we didn't charge you, but you gave them their information. Whoops. But you gave them your credit card information. And they either use it or sell it, and yeah. So always do your due diligence on every website. And it's a shame because there's not a lot I can do about this, except just make a video and let people know that something like this exists, and you need to be very careful. So don't use this website. I just wouldn't go for it, because you never know, you could make a mistake and something bad could happen. So beware. And last year, like I said, this happens not just to me all of a sudden. It happens to a lot of products. So you have to be very cautious with your information. The amount of scams that I get per day just calling me. Oh, Google, update your Google stuff. Update like all kinds of stuff. Air duct cleaning is a really popular one here in Canada. What else? Oh, it's like, hey Pat, do you remember me? Here, click on this picture or something like that, and it's a complete scam, and they're trying to get into your phone or email or whatever. So yeah, it's unfortunate that, and I've noticed scams have gone through the roof. I'm talking through the roof. They're everywhere. Amy gets inundated by all these scams. So never believe what, just be careful what you do on your phone nowadays, and just have, I don't want to say, it's like I've lost faith in a lot of things when it comes to, first thing I think of when I see something, it's like, oh, is it a scam? And that's just such an unfortunate view. So, but not on everything, but you just have to be cautious nowadays, or you can be taken advantage of. And just like this, there was someone that called in and mentioned that we had a perfect, or was it, I can't remember, something in stock, but it was not the way they said it. It made me after I found this out, right away I went back and I'm like, oh, was he talking about this website? Because everything's in stock on this website. So yeah, just be careful, guys. And yeah, I mean, we get scammed a lot too. I mean, chargebacks and shipping stuff to Airbnbs that and then there's a chargeback like a month or two later going, and then it's a big mess. I think last year or a few years ago, we got hit with it's on average about $10,000 worth of scams per year that we fall into, and they're kind of like not avoidable. I mean, there's signs now. I'm pretty good at it. So if I notice something, I'll reach out, I'll call, I'll do this, I'll do all kinds of things just to kind of confirm that this person is genuine, and they're not using somebody else's information, and it's not an Airbnb. And just, I don't want to say all the things I do, but because there's a pretty big list of them, but they kind of start to, when you fall into that category, I go through a checklist to make sure that we at least don't get, you know, hit too hard, especially on big orders. So yeah, so I thought I would make this video, share what I found out, and, you know, scams, they're everywhere, and they even hit us. So yeah, just be careful. I am going to be releasing another video, hopefully in the next day or two. So I'm going to be posting, or if anybody wanted to be in video, they're probably going to be in video, I would say, yeah, tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and don't get scammed. And I haven't told Amy about this. She's going to freak out. Yeah, there's nothing, honestly, nothing that can be done. I mean, anybody has any advice to deal with these kinds of things in my position, by all means, write in the comments. I'd be very curious to, who knows, maybe there is something I can do. For the most part, I think there's nothing, but you never know. There could be someone that knows something. So if you are that person, write it down in the comments, and or give me your opinion. What do you think about this? Have you been scammed like that before, or seen scams like this, or run into other websites? I would love to know, so write it down in the comments. So, but yeah, don't get scammed, and don't forget to keep on building. Bye, guys.